while I'm driving to Cape Town, it gives me some time to think, and I love it. I listen to my audiobooks. When I get bored of that, I listen to some music. And recently I started having conversations with ChatGPT about ideas. So I'm literally talking to a computer. It's a crazy world that we live in. Got off the phone with one of our employees that was telling me a story or a supposed rumor that could really affect one of our businesses. And it's quite interesting. One of the large lessons I've learned over the last few years, and it's funny how the world works. Every year there's one or two lessons that a year teaches you, which you hope to remember for the rest of your life. But anyway, the lesson that I learned last year, and one of the lessons I learned last year, there's quite a few, but the lesson I learned last year was a saying that I heard, and it said, believe nothing you hear and only 50% of what you see. It's a crazy saying that I came across a while back, last year sometime, and I thought, wow, can life really be like that? Can we live in a world where most of the things you hear are hearsay, or rumors, or complete fabricated lies that have been manipulated purposefully or without the other person's knowing, and has been changed from person to person, so that the truth is completely obscured. And I must say, in my experience, it's true. So it's one of my rules of life. It's something that last year taught me, is believe nothing you hear and 50% of what you see. And it's a famous saying by Edgar Allan Poe. I looked it up later on who it was, but it's something that I think you can incorporate in your life, to make 100% sure that whatever you hear is not something that you go and repeat unless you are 110% sure of the facts. And it can save you a lot of heartache. It can save people around you and the public and everybody else a lot of heartache. And I think it just cuts through all the bullshit and makes us stop spreading rumors and talking nonsense. And it will help everybody else as well. It's a good way to live. As I've recognized, what I've seen in business, the biggest thing that makes people quit is other people telling them they can't do what they set out to do, which is absolute bullshit, and which you should never do. Don't give unsolicited advice. Don't give somebody advice unless they ask you for it, because they might present you for it, and you didn't ask for it, or they didn't ask for it, and you might be wrong. So every time you open your mouth, you're putting something out there in the world. You better make sure that whatever you put out there is gold and not total crap. I think it's one way to success, is to not be a person that spreads a bunch of hate or just negativity. I think that's something that we could all learn from, and I sure as hell am trying, but it's very difficult. It's so easy to get part of the rumor and gossip, but we need to stay clear of it. It's good for our own psyche. It's good for our own hearts, how we feel inside. How we feel inside determines how we see the world and how we treat other people. Keep the dream alive. Keep optimism. Guard your dreams. Don't let anybody come and tell you that it's not possible, because nothing is impossible.